What's going on, peeps? What is going on? Okay.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Look how
Peekaboo.
Hello.
Peekaboo.
Okay. Whoop. Let's turn up the brightness a little bit. That works. Okay. Hi, Mila. We see your face.
Look,
Yeah, there you are.
it's Elsa.
No, that's Mela. That's Mela. Can you say Mela? Do you see Mela? Hey, Brando. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Just sharing a little one-on-one here with my little girl. Okay, hold on here a second.
You're so cute.
My stream being weird. Okay, there I am. Alright, yeah,
This baby and daddy. This baby and daddy.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, she grows quite a lot. Look at this.
They're so stinking cute.
Yeah, there she is. There's that girl. Everyone's doing great. As you can tell, me and this little girl right here is just full of fun, just full of spirit.
You're standing on Daddy.
Look.
And my wife is just same loving person that she always is. Brenda says hi, by the way.
Hi, Brendo.
No.
Alright. So we got some more scary videos lined up for today.
I climb up.
You climb up. Uh-oh. Phone's not charging again.
Ruh-roh.
Hey.
There
You
we go.
having fun over there?
Ah. Okay, so far this stream has just been me and my daughter just. That's okay though. We're having fun. Yep, there's the phone. It's unfortunately dead.
Stand up.
You stand up. Whoa.
So stinking cute.
Alright. Okay. Wanna go back and see mommy?
No, let's see Daddy.
Aw. You wanna see daddy? Oh, daddy's gonna be watching some scary videos.
I want to stand up. Stand up.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Yeah. It's 1:15. You're supposed to be asleep by now.
Look, the baby! Look, the
Mhm.
baby and daddy! Look at the baby and
Got those
daddy!
baby and daddy on the phone too. Look at that.
Well, some little girl had a nap earlier.
Oh no. I told another certain someone that they would be taking care of her since they got a nap too.
No, you didn't.
Hello!
Well, I was going to.
Well, you did and never did, so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah. What?
What's going to does not equal
Maybe I'm trying to hear what Mommy's saying. What were you saying, babe?
Was going to does not equal did.
Well, would you mind watching her?
Would I mind? No.
No.
Cure me.
Key!
Come on, baby.
Key!
Tell you what, you can take the phone with you. Mommy's gonna have to unplug the fan and say, well, we can put the phone into the charger, but you can still watch your shows that way. How's that sound?
Whoa!
So,
Key!
yay!
Bus!
Mwah.
Yay!
Okay, maybe that's too loud.
This.
Yes.
Alright, come on, sweetie.
Kaki.
Alright. That's Alright, let's go get Mommy. I'll get the phone ready for you.
Experiment.
Okay.
Daddy, I'm gonna plug it in, right?
I sure am.
Wow. So thank you, Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy.
Alright, so
Love you.
lay down. Now just remember, you gotta keep this plugged in. Okay?
Not trying to charge.
Okay. This here, hold on, let me turn up the volume. There we go.
Thank you.
Alright. Just remember to keep it plugged in, and you're welcome. Alright, so just so you guys know, I probably won't be able to respond to texts right away, to the comments right away, because I no longer have the phone that I was going to use for that. So, but we can finally get this video, this scare stream underway. We're going to start off with Sir Spooks. He's got 5 scary videos that'll give you nightmares.
I want this one.
So with that, let me turn on display capture. Bada bing, that's good.
Cute kids.
And here we go.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spook, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos. So, let's begin. A YouTube channel by the name of Paranormal Explorers specializes in uploading content related to paranormal entities, the exploration of creepy abandoned buildings, and more. On a particular video uploaded on August 22nd, 2020, the crew behind the channel was exploring an undisclosed area, more than likely looking for any sort of paranormal evidence to capture on camera. If that is what they were looking for, it seems as though their hopes became a reality, as during one certain section of this video, something very weird and goosebump inducing can be seen if you brighten up the video. Gratefully, the folks over at the Paranormal Explorers YouTube channel did exactly that over on My Sir Spook subreddit, where you can share or watch hundreds of paranormal related videos. Take a look at the video and see what the crew filmed that night.
You see them? Hello?
Three.
Is that someone standing there with eyes, or is that just me?
Right?
Hello.
Hello.
Kitty. Kitty.
Cookie.
Puppy.
Puppy.
If you look right behind the gravestone in the center
saw
of the picture,
something, yeah.
you can see an odd light-shaped object seemingly peering from the corner of the gravestone, before disappearing from sight altogether.
Yep, I saw that.
Some commenters aren't too convinced though, and say it's nothing more than a light. But what do you think? Is this evidence of a ghostly figure captured on camera for a brief moment? Or is there another explanation to this?
Cannot.
Yeah, sadly there's not enough to go on with that for me to make a clear, conclusive statement on whether or not I think that's real or fake. It could just be light reflecting off of a gravestone in the background.
Let me know in the comments.
And the reason why it's shaped that way is because in the foreground right in front of it is some tree leaves. I know some trees back there.
Imagine it's a cold, brisk night, and all seems to be going just right for you. You're having a peaceful, relaxing evening, and you decide to go out and take in the beautiful view of the night sky. When suddenly, you see something so incredibly strange and eerie that you cannot come up with an explanation. That's exactly what happened to Reddit user Spook.
Is the phone still is the phone still charging?
Yep.
Okay.
Boy, who shared the following video over on the Humanoid Encounters subreddit. The strange figure in the sky begins to move slowly but surely closer toward the ground before the video ultimately ends. If that's not a strange, human-like figure, then I'm not quite sure what it could be. Some people in the comments say it could be some sort of object that is attached to a drone that can't...
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say maybe it's like a raincoat or something that someone attached to a drone. Beat me to it.
be seen on camera. That would be the most comforting answer, but who knows? This could either be a simple and innocent video or footage of a strange floating man captured on camera.
Hello.
A YouTube user by the name of Warmonger shared a video to their channel on April 27th, 2019 that was taken in an unknown forest. It may only be 6 seconds long, but sometimes the shortest videos can be the hardest to explain, and the strangest as well. In the video, we see a seemingly normal forest late at night, as the person recording points their camera out toward the darkness, which is when something eerie makes a brief appearance. Take a look.
Seems awfully convenient for the camera to start recording right at that moment, don't you think? I'm calling BS on this one. This was staged.
The creature looks like it definitely could just be a person acting like a humanoid creature, but we also didn't get a good enough look at it to be absolutely sure. It's also worth noting that the video was uploaded to Warmonger's channel without any audio, so we will never know if anything was actually said when this creature appeared on camera.
Yeah, even more suspicious. Or as the kids nowadays say it. Sus.
This is also the only video that was ever uploaded to Warmonger's YouTube channel, so it may not have been made for the purpose of staging in hopes to go viral. What do you think? Is this actual footage of a creature caught on camera, or was this a hoax? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
I still say a hoax.
Over on my previously mentioned Sir Spook subreddit, a user by the name of Yodru shared a video that at first glance seems to be nothing out of the ordinary. In it, a man is seen filming in his mother's closet as he wants to show his friends the shelf that he made for her. Out of nowhere, the man then hears a strange, screaming sound which understandably alarms him and causes him to ask out loud, "Who's that?" before something frightening happens. Take a look.
This shit's fire. Mama got this set up. What the hell is that? Oh! What the hell is that? Oh!
The man also shows a series of videos of other creepy things that have happened to him in his house, which range from objects moving on their own to even more strange noises coming from seemingly nowhere.
All day. Yo. 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 Yeah. But bro, this shit open even more, you know. But
The man in question says he no longer lives at the house and is glad that he doesn't. Sadly, neither him or we have any sort of certain answer as to what happened in his house throughout the course of these videos. But let's hope that one day we get the answers we are all hungry for.
It's hard for me to call this one a hoax, because, you know, I don't think this guy would, you know, maybe in his own home he would do that, but I just don't see him faking something like this in his mother's home for the purposes of views. That and giving his mom a heart attack in the process. I just don't see someone as good and as loving of a son as he fakes something like this. So I'm kind of leaning towards real on it, but it could still be faked.
A man named Joseph, otherwise known on TikTok as Bill B. Backens, shared a video to the popular social media platform of him and his friends going on a walk somewhere outside. He says that they were all going up a hill and all was going just as planned when they suddenly saw a big group of frightening white-cloaked figures off in the distance, which startled them.
So me and the boys went on like a little walk and adventure to this place, and we was the only ones around, and we was walking up the hill and we looked back and we saw these. We don't know who they are, like some sort of like cult or religion. They're walking into a pitch black forest, and you'll see a video in a minute of the sounds they were making. It was so scary, so yeah, we did follow them in
It's
the
the
end.
Ku Klux Klan.
Wisest of decisions. And we was the only ones around, and we was walking up the hill and we looked back and we saw these. We don't know who they are, like some sort of like cult or religion. They're walking into a pitch black forest.
Then a moment later, he shows us a video of some odd and chilling sounds seemingly coming from the cult-like group off in the distance, which sounds like some extremely weird group singing.
I hear it. It kind of sounds like they're singing.
The uploader and his friends can only drop their jaws in complete and utter awe and terror, and are quite visibly spooked by the whole incident. What happened during Joseph and his friends' walk that day? Did they actually come across a creepy cult in the middle of nowhere? Or were these just everyday people just walking about? Either way, this video is definitely one that is sure to send shivers down your spine. And that was 5 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did...
A lot of people ask me how I can...
What's up? Okay.
A lot of people ask...
Alright, well, while we're doing that, let's gonna go ahead and check on some comments here. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna pull this up. Alright, no new messages in chat. Okay. Alright, let's continue.
me how I can manage to analyze so many scary videos without getting terrified. Well, the answer is, I'm always terrified. Number 5. This video isn't as long as the...
Oh yeah, let me tell you about that. Yeah, I may have only uploaded 1 countdown video on my Paranormal Man channel before, on my Paranormal Man channel so far. But trust me when I say, trying to analyze those videos, it wasn't easy. A lot of those videos really creeped me the hell out.
The others, so I'm not going to spend much time on it, but that doesn't mean it's any less creepy.
And I've only done 1 of those, so I can imagine the level of insanity that Chills is close to breaking.
Brian Orban is cruising down the street in northeastern Pennsylvania when he turns off on an old dirt road to get to his friend's house. As he pulls up, this large humanoid figure is caught on dash cam. The head, hands, and feet are white, but the body looks brown. It's slightly bent over and does a weird hopping run to get away. Brian thinks this could be a...
Okay, hold on here a second. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I want to try to. Hold on. Gotta save it as a surprise.
Did that?
Take it off.
Take it off? No.
Sorry.
It's okay. You do this.
Sorry. No.
Oh, crap.
I have to have it with it. Take it off.
Or downhill run. Get to the bottom. It is so named because of its peculiar sound.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. I might just ruin the surprise a little bit, but who knows?
Sorry.
Okay, plug it back in, please.
Okay.
And
Not mine.
But the body looks brown. It's slightly bent over and does a weird hopping run to get away.
And now that thrill of thrills, Leo.
Alright, here you go. This one should be a little bit better.
Brian thinks this could be a mysterious creature because it wasn't one of his friends. Then again, this video
Sorry. I had to. Oh, you guys didn't even see it. Oh crap, I'm sorry. Well, you guys get what I was doing. Goofy scream. Hold on, let me bring that back up.
oh crap.
It is the quickest way to get to the bottom. It is so named because of its peculiar sound.
does a weird hopping run to get away. Brian thinks this could be a mysterious creature because it wasn't one of his friends. Then again, this video was recorded a couple weeks before Halloween, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was planned.
Alright. I had to do that.
Tell me if
Hope
this
you guys
is an
enjoyed
unknown
it.
creature or a friend in a costume. Number 4, Rob of HRJ.
But yeah, when I first saw that, just Goofy scream is what came to my mind.
Paranormal Adventures slaps on his finest pair of overalls and reluctantly goes exploring at, in his words, an
Old abandoned house in the middle of the woods. It's already kind of creepy.
Creeped out or not, Rob is determined to stay until he's caught a ghost on camera, and he almost gets his wish as soon as he enters the abandoned place.
Just a little. What was that?
But he didn't come all the way out to the woods to let a scary noise keep him from exploring this creepy location. So he pushes deeper inside.
A wild turkey.
Before we go any further, this video was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It's a free
Do what?
Really, Chills. You're putting an advert in the middle of one of your countdown clips, really?
I don't know what to do with it.
The rewards are only available for the next 30 days. A buzzard charges straight at him, which I don't think is normal behavior for this type of bird at all, and could be taken by some signs as a sign of evil spirits.
Come back. Go away, buzzard.
There should be.
The carry-on bird seems to be guarding a mattress that immediately sets off their paranormal equipment. Perhaps someone was slain here while they slept. He feels watched like a ghost is near, and when Rob talks about setting up a spirit box, his K2 meter gets the highest readout yet.
I reckon I start up my mask box. Get it going. Make it a little easier for you to talk to us. Oh look, going all the way to red. Yeah, I reckon you like that idea, huh?
With the spirit box up and running, he gets a name with ease.
Alright. Can I get a name?
And at 9 minutes and 24 seconds, I think I hear a special request that does not sound good at all. Rob counters with a request of his own for Eric, the ghost, to make an object move, and that's when a woman's voice comes through with a warning I would take seriously if I were him.
Can you make something in this ring move?
Jim still isn't completely convinced, so he tells the spirit to do whatever it takes to prove to him it's real. What I find interesting is how his K2 meter goes off for a long time and stops the second he puts it down, almost like there was a ghost in front of him the whole time he was asking for proof. And as they continue to wait, the camera goes in and out of focus numerous times for no reason at all. They look to be very close to having a real ghost sighting in this abandoned house, but aside from manipulating their equipment, the apparition apparently does not know any other ways to show itself. Watch this part and tell me if their creepy suspicions are right.
There's something walking around the house.
Based on the way the camera blurs in the same location that he feels watched from, I'd say so. Number 3.
Spooky indeed, that's for sure.
A YouTube channel called The Vegas Life explores Fort Fremont in Beaufort, South Carolina with nothing more
But not enough happened to spark any debate for me.
than a spirit box and a camera. It's all they need for one of the scariest moments of their life. One small green room in particular makes them nervous. They feel watched and their camera picks up breathing noises from inside that they don't hear at the time.
I don't mess with no ghosts. Do you want to go by yourself?
Something about this hidden room leaves them stuttering and covered in sweat.
I feel like I'm getting kind of chills a little bit. It's weird, like a body tingling body. I'm not like I don't know, it feels weird.
That sounds like the description of a haunted place to me, and soon they record an EVP to confirm it.
Spirit. I heard it.
This next EVP doesn't even sound like it comes from the spirit box. It sounds like it's coming from behind her.
Did it just say Megan?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. That's good enough for me. Alright. Got full freaking body chills right now.
Scary voices whispering her name is all Megan can take, and the investigation is over soon afterwards. Their experience kind of reminds me of another scary exploration video taken in Washington at Fort Casey Fun years ago. A group of students are exploring this abandoned building when they get a really bad feeling and turn around, but before they do, one of them manages to catch this creepy shadow figure standing in the hall. The hall is empty 1 second, and then a figure is standing there that clearly doesn't belong. It has a short, squat body with skinny legs and possibly hooves. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, after watching these two videos, it's probably best not to explore any abandoned forts in the woods unless you want to find something that's beyond creepy. Number 2. Carmen's home is more haunted than ever by the previous owner, a man who lived there for 50 years and whose spirit refuses to go away anytime soon. I've covered Carmen on this channel before, but she has sent me more video evidence and an exclusive update you'll only find on Chills. The more she communicates with the apparition in her home, the more it seems to understand her. These videos were taken on 3 different spirit boxes, and the same male voice talks to her each time.
I'm gonna turn this off and listen, okay?
Good.
Yeah, that last one really left a lot
This is great.
to the imagination for me. I'm leaning more towards real on those ones.
I'm gonna listen. Holy.
Should we talk?
We should talk. I'm trying to talk to you. Is there a demon in my house? Can you tell me what color my shirt is?
Over time, its powers grow, and it seems to feed off her energy and the attention it receives.
What's your name? And the flashlight went on.
And after a while, it doesn't even need paranormal equipment to whisper to her at night. One night, while opening the front door, she discovers what it is that wants her to feel such fear. A shadow figure with demon horns stands over her for a split second, and then it's gone. And then there's this unexplained lights that follow her from room to room. I thought she was shining a flashlight against the wall, but look again. It starts out small at 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Then it gets in her face and goes away. At no point do you see a ray of light coming from her flashlight, because she's not holding one. If this is random dust, then explain why it's popping out of the chest of this creepy doll and heading straight towards her camera. The paranormal activity seems to be growing more intense, so I'll keep you updated with new events as soon as they happen, which I'm...
Damn, girl, you got some mad spirits in your house.
I'm sure they will be soon. And if you're wondering why Carmen gives the ghost so much attention, it's because ignoring it apparently puts it in a foul mood and causes even worse things to occur. I've got a challenge for you.
Get out
Since
of
you've
that
made it this
house.
far, why not like this video and hit subscribe to find out.
It's that simple. Just get out of the damn house, burn it with fire.
Number 1. Rob of Terre the Veal goes ghost hunting in one of the most haunted locations in all of Yorkshire, and spirits reach out to communicate as soon as they enter.
Hey babe, if you can reach it, would you mind closing the window? Yeah, we've been according to the management, our neighbors have been complaining that we've been too loud at night.
Mommy, Dad.
I mean, I know it's not, Mila's fault. She's only 3, but I don't want to get any more noise complaints. The dreaded noise complaint. Fans on the way.
It's dark. It's dark.
I know it's dark.
Thank you.
And so they set up a K2 meter to measure the amount of paranormal energy in the air. As the numbers rise, so does the feeling that something is near.
Go on, keep going. Go on.
Whoa. It isn't long before they form a method of communication and begin to get eager responses from something supernatural. This scary moment stands out to me the most.
Is there a portal here? Is that how you can cross over?
Well done, you're doing really well.
Next, they set up a spirit box to hear its true voice, and sure enough, across the airwaves comes a message that they think says thanks for coming, but I hear the day is coming. Which is it? Nothing else is said, and stillness hangs in the air. It feels like something is looming over them, and the camera goes out of focus like it catches movement. The portal's power seems to grow, and so they leave. Sometime later, Rob returns to explore the same spot at night. It seems whatever they talked to before has come back and knows the routine.
Right, to catch you guys up a little bit, there was another paranormal. He does not want me to talk to him.
In Rob's other hand is a flashlight, which wouldn't set off the K2 meter, and so I think this interaction is paranormal and real. The ghost keeps interrupting him like it has something to say. Finally, it can wait no longer and lets loose a small screen that barely transcends the boundaries between our world and its own.
Can you set the device off and let me know that you're here? What was that?
What was what?
There was like a crack or a footstep or something behind you. Did you not hear it?
I didn't hear anything.
The EVP is caught on camera and sounds like the ghost of a little British girl replying with these 2 words, I can.
Can you set the device off and let me know that you're here?
What's scariest to me is how they hardly hear anything. The ghost is wailing as loud as it can, and yet only a mere fraction of its anguish comes through.
Did you not hear it?
Okay, never mind. I thought I saw something.
Only a
in one of the
real one
windows
can
there.
watch these scary videos without getting shook. And
Alright, next one.
number 15.
Top 15 scary videos that really need explaining.
Uninvited guest. It's pretty satisfying when a would-be intruder realizes he's on candid camera. Published to YouTube by Full Moon Crazies in January of 2020. This attempt to enter someone's house will give you the chills. An uninvited guest rounds the corner into the backyard of a stranger's house. The house appears to be in a rural area, likely far from its neighbors, judging by the surrounding fields. Wearing gloves, the guy walks right up to the door and brazenly peers into a side window. He apparently hasn't noticed the security camera, as he fails to conceal his face in any way. He tries several of the windows, and then a woman rounds the corner of the house as well. Turns out he wasn't alone. This is his accomplice. He sees the camera and plays it off like they weren't doing anything suspicious at all. Thwarted by the Ring camera, they both retreat, hopefully having learned their lesson to not try this again. Number 14. Ghost haunts driveway. Apparition
I
or
call the
not,
police.
can we explain what this is? Published to YouTube in November of 2015, On Demand News writes, YouTube user Mazda Frio claims to have caught a ghost on CCTV at his house in Perth, Australia. The CCTV...
May I give it to let mommy do it. And plug the phone back in.
footage shows a vapory white object moving against the parked vehicles in the driveway. It is at first a blur, but it sometimes hovers, becoming a bit more solid when it does. What is this? Some YouTubers think it's a spiderweb strand, while others suggest it's a reflection in a glass window. Green Polo Boy 3 has perhaps the most unique reply, writing, "It's the wandering soul of a piece of wood that was burned with fire 412 years ago." Well, that is straight.
Sure, why not? Let's go with that one.
Strangely specific. I'm not sure if that's the case here. Nevertheless, this certainly does seem paranormal to me. If only there was other CCTV cameras nearby from multiple angles. Number 13. The Martin House.
I don't know, I'm a little skeptical about that one as well.
Is that a ghost in the window? Posted to TikTok by Trina M. Ward in the video. Trina says she's at the Martin House and that nobody lives here. It's supposedly haunted. According to Trina, a man went crazy in the home and took the lives of his whole family. Some say they've seen the children's ghosts in the home. Trina was driving by randomly when she saw this in the window. The figure on the second floor looks like a child. Some notice a larger figure standing behind the child. Several in the comments warn that the child ghost is not what it may seem. Shay Zombie writes, "Children spirits don't stay on this plane. It's a demon trying to draw someone in. Don't be drawn, or you might become the next person this house draws in." Number 12. Goat Man. Some urban explorations go from 0 to 100 pretty quickly, and this is one of them. Published to YouTube by Chris Hopkins in June of 2020, while exploring an abandoned naval base on a cold, windy night. As soon as Chris and his crew walked into this building, they heard a loud bang right beside them. Still, they decided to explore the rest of the base. No harm done, until they were getting ready to leave. After walking through the woods, as they were squeezing through a hole in the fence to get to their car, they heard what Chris describes as a Bigfoot, or a ghost, chasing after them. He says it again sounded like it was right next to them. The demonic roar is heard at least 2 more times after they get through the fence. Chris says they were running so fast that his friend lost his phone in the escape. Of course, other than the creature with big feet, there are other theories. Some think the roar came from a wild pig or a goat man, and some agree that it does indeed sound demonic. Any other ideas? Those ones already have me terrified. Number 11, Night Walk.
I would like to lean towards the wild pig one, but I don't know. That was a creepy pig sound, if that's the case.
Watcher. This video terrified the locals near Greenway Avenue in Manchester in the UK. Two women walking in bare feet are chatting in the wee hours of the morning and are oblivious to the man watching them between cars along the venue. The man follows them, attempting to stay out of their purview. He ducks down behind a parked car and remains still. As they pause for a moment on the pavement, the women disappear off screen and the lurker remains on the roadway. The alleged behavior of the man was shared by an area resident on social media. Although this is where the story ends for us, there has to be more story to this. The man's behavior needs explaining. Whatever he was up to, let's hope those women got home safe. Number 10, Mysterious Creature. Unless you're touring abandoned asylums or reputably haunted sites, you probably wouldn't expect to capture anything mysterious on camera, but this individual did just that. This video has been making the rounds all over the internet and we tracked it down to its original source. Published to YouTube in January of 2019, JJPD Producciones writes, Mr. Luis Reyes was traveling to Nicaragua for the first time. He went on a tour of tourist areas of the country, specifically to the Tizcapa viewpoint. He recorded the landscape, but did not expect to capture what you will see next. What you see looks like a giant crab, insect, or alien-like creature, maybe all three combined. The creature is standing on a rooftop, then it walks to the edge and jumps over to a courtyard, out of sight. While many congratulate the uploader on the special effects, some are willing to suspend their disbelief, but upon further investigation, it appears this channel specializes in special effects. So my explanation for this video is that while it's quite scary, it's most likely CGI. Number 9, Green Light. Empty roads at night can be quite sinister, especially when this happens. Posted to TikTok, Leslie Alexis writes that she and her sister went out to get ices at 2:30 in the morning. When they arrived at the first stoplight on the way out of their neighborhood, it was green, but the white truck waiting at the light didn't budge. The pair beeped, but it still didn't move. They eventually went around. They went and got their ices and returned home. On their way back, the car was still sitting at the light. They passed it, pulled a U-turn, and drove by again, trying to see if there was anyone inside, but the windows were too tinted. Some in the comments were worried the driver might have had a medical emergency. Others think that they just fell asleep or passed out at the wheel. In part 2 of the video series, Leslie explains that they returned home and told their mom, and she drove them back to the stoplight. Once there, the car was gone. It was 3 a.m. Coincidence? Maybe, but it makes you wonder what exactly happened here. Number 8, Cemetery
weird.
Sighting. When a scary...
That's bizarre.
I can't do it anymore.
I hear stories of ghost cars and all that, but I don't know. That's very eerie to think about.
Scary video isn't self-explanatory. It's time to break out some armchair detective work. But even if you're Sherlock or Enola Holmes, you'll have a tough time connecting the dots of this video. Published to YouTube in March of 2012, Ghosts Are Real 66 writes, been taking video of local cemeteries for a while and examining them from frame to frame. Found the image of what looks like a ghost of a young boy from around the early 1900s by the way he is dressed. The video was taken at Kinder Cemetery, established in 1902. While scanning some tombstones at a distance, a distinct flash is caught on camera. While zooming in, you can make out a figure, although you can't really distinguish its dress. YouTuber Mainly says that he's wearing suspenders and a white shirt, but that's up for interpretation. Some think it's a reflection in a car window, others are sure it's the paranormal, and I'm leaning towards the latter.
That is... wow. Most of the times when it's a fake video, it's always really flashy and obvious. This one, you know, not a whole lot of effort was put into it. If it's fake, that is. So I'm also leaning towards real on that one.
Number 7. Under the desk. This video is all the more reason not to work from home. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit. Big Bo One Jord explains.
Yeah, where you're not even safe in your home,
Explains that a friend sent him this clip after he kept hearing things in the middle of the night. He started taking video to catch some evidence of the noise's source. In the video, the friend walks out into the hallway from his bedroom. As he nears his office, something very clearly moves out of view, but it's not clear what that something is. A Redditor who goes by the username Captain Fatbelly recommends viewers to turn up the brightness on the video. He writes, "It definitely
Wait a minute.
looks like a person.
Yeah, look at the hand right there.
I worry about the chance there might actually be somebody lurking around in your friend's house." Other Redditors agree that it looks like a person.
Okay, now there's a problem with this. Let's just say it is a person and all that. He's looking down at the floor with a hoodie on over his eyes like this. So he would have no way of knowing that he was being filmed. I'm calling staged on this.
Person. Well, Scary Ninja Gamer says, "Your friend is screwed. We'd have to agree." Number 6. Tunnel Creature. Deep inside these tunnels lies something no one was meant to see. Published to YouTube in November of 2016.
How many times is this clip gonna be shown?
Connor Does Adventure explains, "We did not fake or plan any of this. We just started recording for a blog and this is what we found." Entering deep into a watery tunnel, the boys start to hear something.
No, I can't.
They all freak each other out and start running towards an exit. At first you think they were just scared and adrenaline caught up with them, but it turns out someone or something was in fact chasing them. Once out in the sunlight, they stand at the entrance before heading into the tunnel a short ways again. A strange squealing sound can be heard, and as the camera focuses in, a figure is clearly seen, although it's unlike any creature you'd ever seen before. It's gray-skinned and alien-like, and it's marching towards them with a determined air. Any ideas what this is? Is it a madman? Or is it a watery tunnel creature? Most importantly, is this thing harmless? Or should they be running immediately? Don't wait around to find out. Number 5. Intruder. Whether or not you answer the door, uninvited guests can still manage to find their way in. Published to YouTube in December of 2019 by Rockland Report, this Ring camera caught 2 men in Montebello, New York, entering into a home days before Christmas, wearing ski masks. The suspects can be seen pummeling in the front door, where they entered and took from the home. The homeowners were renovating their property and it was vacant most weekdays. The authorities reported that the intruders didn't get away with much, as it wasn't the homeowner's primary residence. Police asked area residents to report any suspicious activity to the authorities. It's unclear if these 2 culprits were ever caught. If only Kevin McAllister had been home alone. Number 4. Fleeing a shadow. You can run, but you can't hide. Originally posted to TikTok by Amrit Singapore. The clip is certainly a living nightmare. It starts with someone panicking on the elevator. Claustrophobic maybe? You might think so. That is, until you see this. The elevator doors open, the person steps out and there's no one in the hall. The shadow figure has vanished into thin air. The person starts racing down the hallway, rounds a corner and turns to look back. The shadow figure moves past, clearly watching him. Finally, he reaches his home. He opens the door and is inside. He turns around and the creepy creature is at his doorway. While many agree this concept is great and the execution is pretty good, others are putting themselves in the person's shoes. Redditor Sergeant Bojangles84 writes, "There's no way I would survive that." What if you only saw a shadow? I think the production quality is a little too high for it to be real. But if that's not the case, how could we possibly explain what exactly happened here? Number 3.
Jeez. I agree though on that, real or fake, bravo for the effort. Bravo for the effort. That was really scary.
Goodbye. What if your recently passed on friend returned for one last goodbye? Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit, Chaos Magic explains that this incident occurred at the La Isla Shopping Center in Colombia. In the video, a security guard appears to be talking with someone standing in front of him, though there's nobody there. The Redditor writes, his partner, upon noticing what he observed in the monitoring room, immediately communicated with the guard. Partner, with whom you are in the corridor, he answers. With Daniel Quinn, he was cleaning the stairs, to which he replied, no brother, he passed away yesterday. According to the security guard, he had no idea that his friend had passed away the previous day. When he's alerted to it, the security guard jumps from his seat and can be seen looking around him in shock. Never fear, his friend just wanted to wish him a final farewell, although there's no way to tell if this is real or fake for sure. My guess is that it is paranormal due to the backstory mentioned, and because
either that guy, either it's real or that guy put on one hell of a performance.
Thing that is caught on camera does not look CGI. Number 2, Ghosts of Carmel. When ghosts just won't leave you alone, what more can you do but investigate? Published to YouTube by Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. In December of 2017, this 4-part paranormal series has it all. In the first video, the homeowner explains that the ghosts in his home just won't leave him be. He welcomes the good ghosts to stay, but the activity has skyrocketed.
Not the one that's saying it. Hello? Is anybody in here?
He says they're constantly saying his name. In the first video, while running the spirit box, the spirit tells him, "It's me." When he asks who's in here, the spirit says, "Just you, Kent." The spirit also tells him, "It's my house, I need help. Rachel's in trouble." All throughout the clip, he hears other EVPs and disembodied voices, even without using the spirit box. In parts 2, 3...
I've seen a lot of clips from this channel, Ghost of Carmel, man, and I'm inclined to believe that this is real with everything that's been going on. He would not be faking this for this long.
3 and 4, as the investigation continues, he and his wife regularly hear disembodied voices throughout the home. Often the voice cusses, tells Kent to get out of there, asks for help, or tells him to be careful. When he's in the room with what he calls the witch's window, the spirit is even more vocal. It says, "We're not done. They're all weak." Kent also sees faces in the porch window, which he believes are spirits. After listening to all this, it's not a stretch to think that something bad happened in this house. And could that be what is causing the paranormal events that are happening in this house? I've got a challenge for you.
Huh? Did you call for me, babe? Okay.
Since you've made it this far, why not Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1, The Chase. Out for a swim? Be careful of who or what might be accompanying you unawares. Originally posted to Facebook by Manuel Carrera, a 10-foot crocodile was caught on video in Mexico following a tourist to shore. According to YouTuber Nota Caribe, this incident happened at a wildlife reserve on Mexico's Caribbean coast. At first, the croc keeps its distance, but as the tourist splashes about, struggling to get a foot on the beach, the enormous monster closes in. Just then, some onlookers standing by throw an object into the water, distracting the croc from his mission. According to Carrera, tourists regularly feed the wildlife in the area, which is one reason the croc was swimming near the tourist area, as he associated people with food. Thankfully, nothing bad happened here,
That's good.
but I would highly not recommend swimming there.
Yeah, what was he?
Thanks
I
for
don't know
checking
what
out
the
this
hell he was
video.
thinking with that one. Okay. We're gonna do a check real quick to see if anyone's responding. Hi. That's cute.
You're cute.
Alright, moving on to the next one. Scary
Hello
TikTok-
guys, tonight we want to
King Frostmare's scary TikTok videos you should never skip.
look at a new bunch of scary videos that have been sent in from all around the world. Hopefully you're ready for some frosty spooks. Now we want to take a look at one of Franco TV's latest adventures. He had his friend Jairo with him, and together they were preparing a
Franco
YouTube
TV.
live session in which they were exploring a graveyard in the middle of the night. While many consider this a scary situation already, it is the things that we might not see at the time that make these experiences even more creepy. Now let's listen in for a moment.
Just to look around. So if you see anything cold or anything weird or creepy,
This is the same graveyard that he investigated where he encountered that old woman sitting alone in one of the altars and then by one of the tombstones by herself.
that would just sound like the voice.
I can tell by the decorations.
After playing around with the K2 meter and the thermal camera, they hear the first unusual noise.
Let's keep walking because I want to make sure there's no like wires underneath. Oh. Hold on.
Hello, Bobby.
Hello.
So you came back here for a third time, huh?
Sorry, I didn't mean to blind you. Yeah, I'm like at a solid orange. Or 2.5 to a 10. Where did that sound like it came from? Was it from back there? Yeah. Or from over here?
It sounded from over there. That's what I thought.
Then they make it into a dark crypt and see if they can hear that noise again.
Okay, so that's your I'm be as respectful as I can. Is there anybody here with me inside this tomb?
Ooh, I heard like a whistle.
They didn't figure out where exactly the noise came from. Maybe it was an animal, maybe another person on the graveyard, perhaps.
I was going out to the cemetery that I love to explore around at night, but it's lightning way too bad down here. Don't play with lightning.
Some viewers claimed that they saw a figure standing at the end of this pathway, but we can't be sure that it isn't just a headstone, can we? Franco didn't see it at the time, but then there was something else that remained unseen until Franco's viewers pointed it out way later.
Love my daughter, but she's...
Hence that old lady, which is terrifying.
Her noise is very distracting.
We'll go. How's my battery life on this?
I saw that.
I'm at 62% right now.
A semi-transparent apparition is manifesting on the pathway the moment Franco is walking by. and it looks like as if it is passing towards the right, and it can be seen once more after Franco is panning the camera towards the right again. Could he capture the spirit of a deceased one here? Truly magnificent capture.
Mm-hmm. Disappeared.
This video clip was shared by Thomas, and it was apparently broadcasted on an Hispanic news channel. An interview was in process, in which the reporter was asking a young man about different events that had transpired.
Yeah, that Franco TV one, kind of leaning towards real, because Franco didn't notice it. You know, he didn't like draw a whole lot of attention to it.
In their area, but the main focus of our attention goes towards the background. It seems that something's just not quite right.
What the?
Okay. What? 3 people just vanished?
If you take a close look, it seems as if a little girl is running around in the background of the screen and then disappearing once she makes it behind an elderly man. But he also disappears into thin air. Quite an unusual encounter, isn't it? What is your explanation for this?
The only thing I can think of is like a camera glitch or something like that, but if it was a glitch, then it would have affected everyone. And I also noticed that the girl in the light blue jacket, she also vanishes, but then reappears right here in front of the stroller or the watch. The girl in the light blue jacket.
Is it simply a camera glitch? It would be really strange. Nobody else on screen seems to cause similar issues.
That is creepy. I don't know what to think of that one, to be honest.
And now we want to take a look at Rabba Beba, who in general is posting a lot of informative and entertaining videos on her channel that revolve around books, abandoned places and home decor. So why would we list her tonight? Well, one day she found a nice abandoned house in Carmel, and many of us know that there's a lot of paranormal stuff happening in Carmel.
Son of a...
This day, her viewers noticed.
Nice little touch there for us, Mara, to add the clip from Ghosts of Carmel May's YouTube channel.
Something really odd in one of the windows. Let's see.
Look what I found. This is in Carmel. This great old house. Someone told me that it's the Murphy house. I don't know who the Murphys were, but I don't think they've lived here for a while because it looks pretty deserted. But it must have been gorgeous in its stay. It's absolutely, I could just imagine walking around here in some fancy dress or something and just amazing.
I see it. There's like a pale face looking down at her from this window right here. Watch.
Here in some fancy dress or something and just amazing. It's just beautiful.
As the young girl is walking closer towards the house, it seems as if the head of a female is peeking out of the back window. So what could it be? Is it just a misleading effect? Maybe a reflection perhaps? Or a possible mannequin that was stored there?
That's a possibility. If not real, a mannequin is probably the one that I would lean the most towards. Did she fall asleep?
She's on her way.
Okay. It's creepy though, however you look at it.
Whatever the answer, it's definitely creepy. has found the following video on Reddit and forwarded it to me. Apparently, it was recorded
I've seen
by a
this clip
young
before.
man who noticed that this particular summer, some aggressive wasps had built a hive at a
I'm sorry, Jane Frostmare. Wasps? You gotta put more pronunciation on the A, it's wasps.
neighboring house, which was abandoned for a good year after the owner had passed away. Yet, the recording shows an eerie figure peeking over the fence.
Ooh. Yeah, the second little bit is a little creepier.
Could the person recording, by any chance, capture the apparition of the deceased neighbor? If not, who could that have been? Maybe just a regular person with a mask on, or CG.
Creepy, no matter how you look at it.
Look how eerie the eyes seem to reflect. Nightmare material for sure. Thank God this incident took place during the day.
As Nostalgia Critic put it in his last review, oh, that's okay. I didn't need to sleep tonight anyways.
Alright. What do you think?
Oh, hard for me to say. It's either a real ghost or good CG.
Hey guys, if you wish to support me, please consider becoming a member and joining my channel.
By Chaos Chrome.
The Devil Girl.
This video was shared by Chaos Magic, and he believes that their CCTV camera captured something really terrifying. Apparently, there's an urban legend about a little girl, which is half goat and half human, that can be seen wandering around in the midst of night ever so often. And Chaos believes that a camera could actually capture her, and he asks the internet for help. She was captured around 3:30 AM. Let's take a look. Can you see the alleged goat legs? Apparently they are there.
Wait, goat legs?
The alleged goat legs.
I was looking for goat horns. Oh, that is creepy.
Can you see the alleged goat legs? Apparently they are there.
I saw them. That dog is scared shitless of her.
What do you think is going on here? Something unexplainable? Or something from another realm, perhaps?
I'm really creeped out. Oh, that's okay. I didn't need to sleep tonight anyways.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Drone videos just keep getting...
Hey.
Hello, guys.
This countdown is not for the drone videos.
Alright, this next one is 10 scary videos caught by drones.
Just keep getting scarier. Modern day drones can easily capture scary moments from far away and even at night. Number 10. A drone is deployed by the Randolph County Sheriff's Department in North Carolina to try and find a missing elderly woman who has memory problems and has wandered away from home. A few hundred feet from her house, they find a single speck of purple, her jacket, standing out from the outskirts of a cornfield. She looks to be a few rows in and standing motionless, probably wondering how she got here and what to do next. She seems to be pretty out of it, because instead of waving for help, she simply pulls her hood up when she sees the drone like it frightens her. 2 officers are able to locate her on the ground after the drone sighting. I'm glad she was found. It's scary to think what could have happened if she wasn't wearing a bright color like purple. She could have easily been passed over and left to fend for herself. Number 9. It's videos like this that make me believe ignorance is bliss. Simon Lawrence caught this drone footage of a great white shark scoping up a 7-meter crab boat near Port Lincoln, South Australia in October of 2017. You can see the enormous shark drift carelessly beneath the boat. At first, the shark appears to have no interest, but then the shark does a 180 and returns, appearing to nudge the rear of the boat.
Like it's Kane.
Simon said that the shark put its nose against the motor and started to push us around. It then put its mouth over the echo sounder transducer. You can see the shark surface a couple times, which is quite scary in and of itself. Just seeing that face above the water is a little too Jaws-esque for the faint of heart. You can also see the shark move against the motor, although it doesn't seem to have caused any damage. After a while, the shark heads off and takes a rope with it. This incident would not have me going for a swim there anytime soon. Number 8. Everyone knows that you're not supposed to talk when someone is trying to tee off, and you definitely don't fly your loud drone right behind them. But this is what happens when you do. The drone pilot should have left when she gives them a dirty look over her shoulder at 10 seconds, but anyone who does this isn't the type to take a hint, and when she messes up her shot and gives them a second glare, they still don't move. That's when she takes matters into her own hands. Watch this part and tell me who was more in the wrong.
The drone operator.
I understand why she did it, but she probably should have kept her calm. Now she's probably banned from that golf course and has to pay for the drone. Number 7.
No, I think the drone operator was in the wrong. You know, he purposely did that to antagonize her.
A wanted man in Ripley, England pulls a crazy move to avoid being captured, completely unaware that his aerial acrobatics are also caught on camera via a newly outfitted police drone unit. He opens the window, hesitates, and then drops down onto a patio roof. It surprisingly holds his weight as he daringly runs across the fence and jumps into somebody's yard. Meanwhile, a ton of police are in pursuit. I have no idea what he did, but he must be risking a serious penalty to want to get away this bad. He outruns a police dog, and at 40 seconds he jumps a fence that not even the K9 unit can handle. He tries to hide in this unkept yard, but it's no use. The drone has him in its sights, and with his position detected, there's nowhere left to hide. He's quickly apprehended. Number 6. Jacob Vetter, who published this drone footage in May of 2015, claims that this, quote, crazy lady, unquote, was doing, quote, weird stuff, unquote, on his porch. In the video, you can indeed see someone on the porch. When she spots the drone above, she does as most people do on this list have done. She tries to knock the drone out of the sky. First, she uses a stick. That doesn't go over so well. Then she tries plush dice. That doesn't work either. Next, she is seen swinging what appears to be a black purse, but she doesn't throw it. Instead, she puts it on and leaves the yard, but paces back and forth waywardly on the sidewalk. It's uncertain what she's waiting for, if she's waiting for anything at all. Finally, she gets on her bike that's been parked on the sidewalk all along, and she takes off rather clumsily, circling around in the yard, then jutting out right into the road. What exactly is going on here? Because I have no idea at all. I will say it's certainly bizarre though, but the biggest question is, what was she doing on this guy's porch in the first place? Number 5. A man in Daytona goes roof hopping to get away from police. He's almost grabbed at 1 minute and 49 seconds, so he turns around and goes to slide off the roof, only to find more officers waiting for him below. Surrounded, desperate, and unable to see anything ahead of him, he hesitates but makes a last-ditch effort and buys him a few more minutes of freedom. He lays on his back while they search for him. Whenever they get close, he simply crawls to the other side and waits some more. Soon, the drone gives away his position over the radio, and they know exactly where to look. At 3 minutes and 10 seconds, you can see them climb up to call him out and talk him down. On the left side of the screen is a police dog, so at this point there's nothing left for him to do other than give up. He appears to be trying to look for a way out of this at 3 minutes and 24 seconds. But he is unsuccessful. He waits for them to get a ladder instead and then climbs down to accept his fate. Number 4. When a drone drifted over a residential area in Overland Park, 2 boys on bikes spotted it overhead, and that's when they jumped off their bikes to have a go at it. You can see one of the kids pick something up, I'm assuming a rock, but the drone is much too high up to actually knock it down. The kids follow it for a while, but don't come close enough to truly taking it down, although they make a valiant effort to do so. Eventually they give up, but the drone doesn't. It continues to follow them for a good 8 minutes, with the boys getting fed up enough every now and then to stop and throw more rocks. Certainly a scary and bizarre encounter for both parties involved. Number 3. A man in Florida is making random drone videos while
Why was that drone operator following those boys in the first place? I'd be more concerned about them.
his family enjoys the water. He never thought one of his drone videos would catch a deep-sea creature way too close to an oblivious crowd. At 1 minute and 12 seconds, you can tell by the way its dorsal fin sticks straight up that it's a shark, not a dolphin. A dolphin's top fin curves back and this one doesn't. At 18 seconds, the shark casually curves towards this woman and then abruptly swims away. She panics and reaches out for help, though the person she reaches for has had his back turned and would have been unable to do much of anything anyway. The drone goes on to record some more scary shark moments on camera, like this mother who has her back turned as her children swim its way. I'm thankful nobody got hurt. Fortunately, the shark doesn't appear to be hungry and swims off, but there would have been trouble if anybody got in its way. Number 2. Strange lights in the sky are being reported all over northeast Colorado. Unexplained events caught on video like this one by Jennifer Rollins, who all of a sudden noticed only one star in the whole entire sky, one that was directly above her and way too close, and she got out her camera to record it.
That is a drone. That is so creepy.
The mysterious light does look out of place when you think about it. There are no other stars in the sky, and Jennifer is not moving the camera at all. The strange light moves back and forth by itself, but is it a surveillance drone or something not of this world?
And it's hard to see with this camera, but there are red and white flashing lights on it.
This different recording taken by a woman named Dawn George does indeed show a sky full of mysterious flashing red lights. I have no idea what these could be, and neither does the federal government. They are investigating and have come up with no answers thus far. So either this is a top secret program, or it's something else that we were never meant to see. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what to find out, number 1. This video, published by Chopped Liver in April of 2015, will demonstrate why it's not wise to mess with farmers. Chopped Liver wrote, "Always be sure to ask for permission before flying over someone's property. Found out the hard way what happens." He went on to say that the drone was in police evidence and they were going to court over the incident. This isn't the first time nor the last that drones have been entangled in controversy over something like this. Do you think the farmer was in the right to take the drone down? Or do you think he went too far? I think the biggest takeaway from all this is that the easiest thing to do when flying a drone over someone's property is to ask them first. After all, you don't want your drone's fate to be this. A lot of people ask me how...
Yep, that's what I think. I agree. I think that that farmer was in the right. Alright, next up is 10 scary
This
videos
countdown
of the
is
10 scary videos of the squeamish can't handle.
It's not for the squeamish, so don't be surprised when these scary videos make you squirm with fear. Number 10. This unsolved CCTV video shows a man struggling to drag something heavy down the steps late at night. As he makes a turn, you can see he's pulling a black bag that's quite large out of view. While this is happening, somebody who is staying late at the office happens to see him, which is how I guess this videotape was reported and later archived for further investigation. Nothing else happens until 42 minutes later when the incident repeats itself. The creepy man drags another mysterious black bag down the steps and out the door. At 10 seconds, you get a better look and it definitely looks like a garbage bag to me. I really hope that this person wasn't dragging 2 people out, but that's exactly what it looks like happens. Maybe there's a good alternate explanation, but I have no idea why this guest would wait until the middle of the night to remove these objects from his room and never return. Number 9. Larry Glow has a haunted home that keeps
Them's were bodies in that bag.
him on edge at all times. He records down the hallway because a ghost is down there. He's sure of it. I'm not sure what he is saying and need your help to fully understand.
Lo que está pasando. Yo sé que yo escuché algo por aquí. Esto está jodón, esta vaina aquí.
He hears a loud noise from behind as the ghost walks past and touches a light. The living room is where he experiences the most paranormal activity. So there's already a second camera.
Okay, I saw that. I saw something. Alright, watch this bear for a few seconds. It will move by itself.
The living room is where he experiences the most paranormal activity. So there's already a second camera all set up. Here is the same scary moment from a different angle. As you can see, he hears a bang, turns around, and that's when this stuffed animal gets possessed. Is someone pulling strings off camera, or are these objects moving on their own? Number 8. A YouTuber named Josh Washi is exploring an abandoned building that he
strings would be too obvious to see, especially up against a brown couch like that.
Suspects is haunted. Long ago, this was a school, but now is little more than a crumbling collection of rickety rooms waiting for a closer look. He and his group somehow make it all the way to the attic without falling through the floor. Hidden at the far end is a door to an unknown room that makes them nervous. His friend Nate goes to open it, and that's when the urban exploration goes wrong.
No, that door just opened by itself. That door just opened by itself.
At 3 minutes and 52 seconds, you can see Nate comes very close to touching the door, but ultimately does not, and is in fact moving away from the door when it mysteriously opens like a ghost is near. I think this video is real based on one thing. They were really worried about falling through the floor until they saw the door open and took off running, which could have gone very wrong. Number 7. A
I
creepy
agree.
tunnel creature caught on camera in 2011 remains an unexplained mystery to this day. A service technician is exploring a tunnel via maintenance robot when this creature, whose origins are unknown, suddenly runs by on CCTV video. I did some more investigating and can confirm this particular creature sighting is real. It was originally posted by a water company in the UK called United Utilities. United Utilities has been making professional corporate videos for over 10 years and looks legit as can be. Also, Rayner Street is an actual street in the small English town of Ashton-under-Lyne where they operate, so it all seems to check out. While I can say this video is real, I can't identify exactly what this fleeting figure really is. It moves too fast to be human, yet it walks upright, and the sewer technician thought he saw a tail too, which to be honest I don't see.
You don't see the
Anyway, there's
tail?
only 2 miles of twisting pipe down here.
Really? You don't see? Here, let's slow down the video.
Would not.
There's the tail right there.
Nothing to live on. So is this a haunted tunnel or what? Number 6. A YouTuber named BatBatBox and his friend are all geared up and ready to do some serious exploring down a drainage tunnel that runs deep beneath the streets in Norway. Recent rains raised the water up to their knees, and a storm surge could leave them over their heads in a moment's notice. Many small side passages tempt them, but the rising water makes it too risky. They soon reach an impasse in the form of a fallen tree that quickly brings their exploration to a close. But just as the two friends are having a quick conversation about what to do next, a third party joins in. Something calls from the other side of the clogged pipe. A weird noise in their words, but definitely a scared human voice in my opinion. It doesn't make any other noise or ask for help, and when they try to find the source, it's gone. The tunnel is empty except for them, or so they think. All they find is this weird, large glove with sharpened fingers left behind, an iron claw in their words, like something a madman would wear.
Like a Freddy
And
Krueger
when the
kind of
passage
thing.
they were looking down earlier begins to churn out a murky gray substance, they get out of there quick before anything else gets a chance to appear. That's a lot of unexplained events that have happened in one tunnel. Mysteries I don't think they were ready to solve. Maybe they heard someone's last moments before being taken away down that small passage, and whatever was down there was probably coming for them next. Number 5. A surprised YouTuber records a tiny bright green mutant ball as it walks across a leaf. The mysterious creature has no eyes or any semblance of a face, as it somehow explores the surface in short, choppy movements. Only at 39 seconds are you able to see a number of tiny legs and a weird cockroach-like body hiding underneath. If you've seen anything like this before, then help me out and say what it is. Here's where things go from strange to bizarre. When they flip it over, the insectile body is mysteriously gone. It's just a piece of moss that closes upon their touch. Finding this strange creature in the woods would creep me out, and I don't think I would touch it with my bare hands like they do at 1 minute and 10 seconds. So until somebody tells me what this strange forest creature is, I'm going to file it under the nope category.
Okay, guys, this is my last video for the night. That was just too creepy. That freaked me out too much.
Number 4. Dogman sightings are being caught on tape more often than ever. Here are 2 separate Dogman encounters taken by different people years apart that are remarkably similar. The first video was taken in 2015, after a neighbor noticed all the fruit had been picked from their apple and pear trees. It's late at night when this large creature with a broad face and beady white eyes comes up to the window for a closer look. It looks like the window is probably 7 or 8 feet from the ground. Judging from the lamppost across the way, this creature looks tall enough to reach up and pick fruit from a tree. Apparently all of the food outside has been eaten, and now they're thinking about coming in. I'm surprised at the lack of detail showing because it's standing in the light, so I'm not sure if this is fake. It looks like it wants to climb in but thinks better of it and eventually walks away. Real or fake, that video looks similar to a different Dogman encounter years later. In this sighting, a mysterious creature watches from a window late at night, same as before. It has beady white eyes and on its head are 2 pointy ears, the signature trademark of a Dogman sighting. This creature looks smaller than the other one, but its behavior is the same.
Chills. What the hell are these videos? I guess you hit the nail on the head. 10 videos that the squeamish can't handle.
Stares inside for a long time and then slinks away. And based on the sound it makes, whatever this creature is, it's far from human. Number 3. A mysterious creature in Webster, Massachusetts, has left animal experts baffled as to what this strange sighting could be. Some say the animal is 3 feet long and over 2 feet high. It's about as tall as the small white fence behind it. I thought this was a bobcat, which is the only type of wildlife found in the entire state, but animal experts agree that the tail is too bushy to be one. Some people are saying this is a chupacabra sighting, but I think Massachusetts is way too far north for it to be one. So tell me what else you think this could be. It remains a complete mystery, and that's definitely creeping me out.
Oh, has anyone ever thought maybe, just maybe, it's a panther that hasn't fully grown yet?
Number 2.
That's what I'm
a
thinking.
girl is fishing with her brother when she takes a picture and finds somebody not related to them has wandered into the secluded shot. A bizarre shadow figure who is looking her way and apparently smiling. You can tell from the angle that this is not the reflection of her brother. For one, her brother is leaning over, and this figure is standing up straight. And 2, there's nothing to reflect his image to begin with. This looks like it could be a Photoshop, but if so, it's so good that I can't tell, and the internet hasn't been able to decide if this is real or fake for years. My guess, though, is that it is indeed real, because it looks very convincing. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this button to find out? Number 1.
I heard someone crying in that hallway over there. I think it was the ghost girl, guys.
Down the hallway is a little ghost girl who is said to haunt this house at night and sob. I don't know what that noise was, more of a whisper than crying, like something paranormal is speaking to him in strange tongues. But I want to know what you hear. Here it is again.
Dude. What was that?
When scary voices are whispering.
It sounds like a weird car alarm, but... Ew.
From the corner of a dark room in the middle of the night, it's time to make a fast exit. He could be moments away from a possession. Drone videos just keep getting
Okay, guys, that's enough for me. That is enough for me. What was that thing? That weird little green thing just crawling around and well, next time I ever see a cockroach again, I'll just think to myself, could be worse. Could be that thing. Ugh. Alright, well, I'm gonna go try to cry myself to sleep, because that's probably the only way I'll be able to fall asleep tonight. See you guys next time.